I am Vera Saltzman and I'm a photographer. So I first got into photography when we moved to Nunavut. It was a way to help me communicate with the Inuit people there. And when we left Nunavut, we moved to Ottawa, and it was there that I gave up my full-time job and went to school to study photography. A lot of times people ask how you come up with a project or a concept to work on. And I think it's different for different projects that I work on, and it's different for different people and how they approach it. I can sometimes start with just one image, and for some reason I just trigger on it and I keep taking images. And eventually you start to realize that you have a project here. What drives me to make art, I guess, would be communication. I love that through art you can communicate with people, and that something that I'm feeling in myself can be something that other people can relate to, and through that we create communication. And I think art's about communicating. So O Human Child is the most recent project that I've shown in galleries. The title of the series came from a W.B. Yeats poem, which is called The Stolen Child. And The Stolen Child is about fairies who take children away to protect them from the tragedies of the world. And I really wanted to focus or have people think about what it is that they're doing today and how that impacts the lives of these children as they go into the future. A lot of times people just think, oh, they're kids, they don't worry about stuff like this. But I think that we don't give children enough credit and think about all of the things that they really do worry about, even if they're very young. The fun part of doing this was meeting some of the kids, and one of my best memories is going out to Pasqua First Nation and meeting Dana Lee, who has spina bifida, and she's just an amazing little girl with such fierce determination. I can remember going and I couldn't find their house, which really stressed me out because I was nervous to begin with going to do a portrait. And I called and her mom said, oh, we'll meet you at the end of the driveway. And so her mom and the little brother were walking down the driveway and I met them, and just at the very start of the driveway coming out of the house was Dana Lee with her crutches just going. And I was like, oh my God, she would not be left behind. And it was so cool because her mom said, hey, if you want to come and meet Vera, you come on. And she was walking down the road to meet me, which, yeah, I'll never forget that. I would say the series O Human Child has helped me connect to Saskatchewan for sure, to the people and to the place. For instance, OSAC, the Organization of Saskatchewan Arts Councils, have been touring the project around Saskatchewan, and this was more than I could have hoped for. It was really what one of my goals was to have this out in small towns in Saskatchewan. I've been very lucky since I moved to Saskatchewan to be represented by Slate Fine Art Gallery in Regina. And they've actually shown O Human Child there. It was part of a portrait series they did with Karen Holden and work by Joe Fafard. So I have to say a big shout out to Slate Gallery, and if anybody's interested in seeing the work, there's nothing like seeing a real print, and you can go in there and visit with them and take a look. So what's next for me? It's like the dreaded question because everybody else always wants to know what's following up, which puts a lot of pressure on you. What I'm working on right now is slow going. It's another portrait series called What's Your Father's Name? So the whole idea is that it's a way of placing people in a community. So the first person I took a portrait of gave me the name of the second person to take a portrait of, and they gave me the next one, and so on. So it's sort of visually placing people that live in this area of Fort Capel and around the lakes. This person knows this person who knows this person, which I really liked. And also in this time of social media where it's like, oh, like, who's your friends? Well, you go on Facebook and see who somebody's friends are. This is actually really meeting people and being a little bit more human about it all, I guess.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on MaxTV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sastel.com.